What up, watch peeps? Hate is a strong word. I don't hate anything. That takes way too much effort. But I do think we get caught up in some spec sheet items whose actual importance is debatable. Let's have some fun and take a look at a few of the things that come to mind. I'm Pete, and we are Chillin' with Watches. Screw down crowns. If I can get 100 meters of water resistance from a push-pull crown, I think that's all I'm ever going to need. You guys know the water resistance comes from the gaskets inside the crown tube and on the crown stem. It's not from the threads in the crown. But I think the more important issue here is water resistance. And if I can get 100 meters of water resistance, that's plenty. And if these pushers can survive 100 meters of water resistance, then I absolutely guarantee a push-pull crown can. Yeah, I know some of you actually dive with a mechanical watch and you need a screw down crown and 200 meters of water resistance. I'm not talking to you. I guarantee most of us could get by with a Seiko 5 with 100 meters of water resistance and a push-pull crown for the rest of our lives without ever flooding it. Solid end links. The end links on this watch look absolutely fantastic. But guess what? They're hollow end links. I understand that solid end links are more difficult to make, more expensive to make, but are they actually better? The spring bars are harder to get in just about always. And you can often use bracelets with hollow end links on other watches. And from the top, honestly, they look the same. You really can't say one looks any better than the other. While I might actually prefer hollow end links, I'm not saying solid end links are bad. They're just often harder to use. And at the end of the day, the security comes from the spring bar, not the end link. Milled clasps. Kind of the same situation as end links. Harder and more difficult to make? Sure, of course, but is it really better? Yeah, I get that this is a thicker, more solid metal, but that's not where it's going to fail anyway. If they fail, it's going to be at this joint. And when they're closed, you really can't tell what's underneath. So does it really matter? I'm not sure I feel that this joint is any more secure than the other. I'm sure a pressed clasp has been broken somewhere, but I'm also sure a milled one has too. And I bet if we could tally up the failure rates, it'd be the same for both. Movements. I'll take a Seiko NH35 movement all day. For me, it's mostly because I love the idea of just getting a new movement for 40 bucks and not having to worry about service costs. If the service costs more than the movement itself, I just don't see it. And if you think I'm going to service a movement for some sentimental reason, just no. The only problem I can ever see with an NH35 is the thickness. But if we can get one in this watch at 11.9 millimeters, and there's a San Martin with an NH35, and it's a diver, and it's even thinner. So it is possible. Now, I know some of you are going to complain that accuracy is the issue. I'm not talking to the one watch guy here. I'm talking to enthusiasts who change their watch every day. We don't wear our watches long enough for accuracy to even come into play. That 10 seconds just doesn't matter. Loom is stupid. Hear me out, because I do love loom because I'm a child and it's fun, but it's thoroughly unnecessary if I'm being honest. I can just hear you guys who think loom is so important. You probably also carry a flashlight around in your pocket. To you I ask, what are you doing creeping around in the dark so much? I don't mean to demean or belittle anyone who thinks these specs are super important. I just want to bring a little levity to a topic that we enthusiasts sometimes take just a little too seriously. Alright, that's it guys. Have a great weekend. If it's not too much trouble, please like, subscribe, and come back next time. Peace.